The Ministry of Home Affairs is looking at the AFSPA issue in the state with all sincerity, informed Union Minister for Law and Justice Kiren Rijiju. Replying to a query on repeal of AFSPA in Dimapur today, Rijiju said it would be apt on his part to wait for the report of the MHA-formed committee before promising anything on the matter. Rijiju added that the Ministry of Home Affairs is well versed with the present state of affairs and had held talks with the respective chief ministers. Rijiju also said that the issue of insurgency is decades old in the northeast and that Nagaland, and hence things are sensitive in nature.
Law Minister of the country, do you plan to bring in Parliament an act to amend the AFSPA, Armed Forces Special Power Act?
The Home Ministry has already taken a step to ensure that what are the necessary actions to be taken. The fact that we do have problems in Northeast, the insurgency problems or some movements which are there in Northeast is very, very old, especially Nagaland. The issues are very old and these are sensitive, and Home Ministry is well aware of it. That is why they have discussed with the chief ministers and there are committees being appointed, and committee is looking into the things, and I can feel it because I have dealt with this subject for 5 years as a Minister of State for Home Affairs for 5 years. I know these are very sensitive matter. So when Home Minister Amit Shah ji has personally felt that these issues being raised by various sections of society needs to be addressed rationally. So let the committee and let the relevant people come on the board and discuss it appropriately, and I cannot make any judgment or any announcement here.
Now, the Union Law and Justice Minister also spoke on the alleged abduction of Arunachal youth Tapor Pollam by the Chinese PLA back in 2015. Rijiju informed that necessary communication has been made with the PLA, but response on the whereabouts of Tapor Pollam is still awaited. Rijiju said that there is no evidence of Tapor crossing over to China or if something went wrong with him on the Indian side. Now, unless the centre receives any response from the PLA, there are only little options left to ascertain the whereabouts of Tapor Pollam, added Rijiju. However, Rijiju said that the government will continue with its efforts to secure the release of Tapor Pollam if he is in PLA custody.
My question to you is that there has been frequent adoptions from the Chinese people in Arunachal, and your colleague Mr. Tapir Gao has also appealed in Parliament to secure the release of another Arunachali adopted by the PLA in 2015. So have you urged the Centre for efforts to secure his release?
Well, this matter is very serious in nature. You all know that Arunachal has a long boundary with China. That is a Tibetan territory, now part of China. When in 1914 the boundary was decided, it was not demarcated on the ground. It was known as MHA-formed line. So MHA-formed line was an understanding during that time, British India time, but pillars, posts or demarcation could not take place. Because of which many of our Arunachali people, they go for hunting, herb collection or for other purpose. Sometimes they cross over to the side where Chinese claim as their territory. In the same manner, many Chinese people or Tibetan people, they also cross over to our side. So whenever we feel that they have come towards our territory, they are under the captivity of the Indian Army, and through a process they are returned back. In the same manner, whenever our Arunachali local people go towards other side or they take in custody, we follow the same procedure. There is a set protocol and they also return back. So the person which you just mentioned was found to be missing in 2015. But we don't know, because we have already communicated to the Chinese side, but there is no response about his whereabouts. Maybe he has gone that side, maybe he is missing somewhere. We don't have any evidence, but we believe that he has gone to the other side. So unless they respond about his whereabouts, we have very little option to inform about what is happening in the other side of the boundary. So we can't say anything definitely, but our efforts are on. We have already reminded to the People's Liberation Army about the person from Arunachal. If they respond, then we will try to secure. If they don't respond, we will still continue our effort.